Welcome back onto our DraftKings desk. Steve Chanda, we've got Casper Ruud with us. Congratulations, your first major quarterfinal. I know that was a big goal for you. 8 wins in a row now, Casper. What were you happiest with in today's match?
Well, I think a lot of things went well this match, but especially my returns were on point today. Luckily, when you're playing a good server as Hubert, you really need to return well, and I'm the typical guy who likes to stand far behind. So sometimes I was almost back in the crowd returning because his serve is very, very good. He can play the flat, fast one, but also a very heavy serve if he wants to, with a lot of top spin. So pushes me far back. But I was able to get good depth and on many other returns and get back into the point. And that's, I guess, my answer.
Well, you got off to a really good start today, up 2 sets to love, and then the third set things changed. You lost that third set. What did you adjust in the fourth to get things back on track?
Well, I wasn't able to adjust too much in the beginning of the fourth because he broke me once more and had a break in the fourth, so it didn't look too bright for me in the fourth. But then, you know, when you play a player like him, you really need to take care of the chances that you get, because they're not too many when he serves as well as he did in the third and fourth, at least in the beginning of the fourth. And then I got a couple of second serves, got to play a little bit more for the point, and was able to come up with some good passing shots and running down some drop shots. So I'm not sure if I adjusted too much, but I think I just realized that if he wants to beat me, he'll need to play, you know, really well for at least 2 more sets, and luckily he wasn't able to.
Well, you've got your dad as your coach now. He's a great player, but you are kind of surpassing a lot of those goals and a lot of first for a player from Norway. How are you managing, you know, kind of the expectations you have and what you're still trying to accomplish out there?
Well, I mean, it's a good question. Of course, I always set myself some goals whenever the season starts and the season is done, you know. So this year has been to reach a couple, you know, more semifinals of ATP 1000 events, and I was able to reach a final even in Miami. But I think the main goal for me this year was to have a good result in the Grand Slam, because last year was a bit of like a breakthrough year for me. I broke into the top 10 and won a lot of tournaments, and not at the highest level, but that gives obviously confidence when you need to play, you know, tough matches, close matches. And this year has been a little bit more up and down so far, but had some good results. And here I have my best Grand Slam result. So, and one of the goals for me was to reach a quarterfinal at the Slam. So I've reached one goal, but I guess it's time to set new goals as well.
That's right. We need some new goals, Casper. You got to the semifinals in Rome, so really good result there. Then you go defend your title in Geneva. Some players choose not to play the week before a major.
Yeah.
You did. And last year, obviously, you were able to win back-to-back titles, so you know how to play week after week after week. How did that help you coming in here?
Well, it did help me because I had been struggling a little bit on the clay so far this year, not doing the results I was hoping for or wanting to in Monte Carlo and Madrid especially. So it was important for me to get some sort of revenge in Rome, and it was a tough 3-set match in the second round in Rome that I was able to turn around and win. That gave me a lot of confidence because I played a player who I hadn't beaten before. So to get that win was important for me. And then, of course, coming from Geneva, you bring with you some confidence. And luckily I played the final in Geneva on Saturday, and I didn't play my first round here until Tuesday. So I had 2 full days to rest and recover from the tournament. And that's, you know, you need to take what you get. And even though it's maybe not ideal, I've been able to recover well. And obviously the days of rest in between the matches here help. And I will have, you know, tonight, this afternoon, and the whole day tomorrow to prepare for my next match.
Well, speaking of your next match, it's against Holger Rune, and he just had a huge upset. What are you looking at in terms of that match? What are you expecting? What do you need to do?
Well, I think I'm expecting a more, I guess, fearless Holger Rune than I've played when I played against him before. I played him 2 times last year and 1 time this year. So I'm probably the player who has played him more times in his young career so far. He's only 19, I think. So he's one of the biggest talents we have on tour, and he plays, like I said, more fearless, more free. He plays more winner from both corners now, and steps, I think, further into the court. So I played him in Monte Carlo, so at least I'll think a little bit of what he did well there and what I need to do well, and but there are still some things I can improve from Monte Carlo. So I'm looking forward to the match and hope I can play some good tennis.
We're looking forward to it as well. Congratulations again. Huge goal reached. First major quarterfinal, Casper, and we wish you the best of luck going forward.
Thank you so much.
Casper Ruud into the quarterfinals here at Roland Garros.